Right. Previously, I gave you a hint to do this, right? So, first of all, you have to find the common difference, right, of the given number pattern, right? So, that is the first step, common difference. Then, if your common difference is, for an example, let's say 5. Now, here you have 3. If you have the common difference 5, you have to write the multiples of 5. But here you have 3, very easy. If your common difference is 3, you have to write the multiples of 3. Right? You have to write the multiples of 3. Now, here you have the multiples of 3. Right? And here you have the given number pattern, which is here. Right? Now you are going to compare this term by term. You are going to compare. Right? By comparing, you need to understand what is the rest term that I need to add to my multiple of 3 or 5 or whatever. Here I have 3, right? If I add 5, then I can obtain 8. Here I have 6. If I add 5, I can obtain 11. That means very simply, right? 8 minus 3, 5. 11 minus 6, 5. 14 minus 9, 5. 17 minus 12, 5. So very easily, if you add 5 to this, you can get 8. If you add 5 to this, you can get 11. 9 plus 5, 40. 12 plus 5, 70. Done. Now 80% of the question done. Right? Now you are in a little bit away from obtaining the general term of this. Right? So Buddha, previously I gave you a hint before having the break. I gave you a hint before having the break. The hint is, here you have 3, here you have 6, here you have 9, here you have 12. How we are going to write these numbers in a different way? Right? 3 times 1, 3. So you can write this term 3 times 1 plus 5. Same thing. Right? This one. Right? 6 plus 5. That means 3 times 2, 6 plus 5. This one. This one. 3 times 3, 9. Because 9, 6, 3 and 12 are multiples of 3. Right? 3 times 3, 9 plus 5. You can do this. This one. 3 times 4 plus 5. Right? And blah blah blah. Right? First term, 3 times 1 plus 5. Second term, 3 times 2 plus 5. Third term, 3 times 3 plus 5. Fourth term, 3 times 4 plus 5. Please put it. Please write this in this way. Write this and let me know. Yeah. You guys send me D4 done. When I am explaining, don't write down. I explain focus on the board. Otherwise, you miss the things. Right. Right. Hope you can understand the pattern. Nah? Common difference. If the common difference is a number, so multiples of that number you have to write. Then fill the gap. Fill the gap. Then write down like this. If the multiples of 3 you have, right? 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 2. If you have multiples of 5, 5 times 1, 5 times 2, 5 times 3, 5 times 1. If you have the common difference as 11. Anuki, can you mute? If you have the common difference as 11, right? 11 times 1, 11 times 2, 11 times 3, 11 times 4. And the plus rest or negative rest. Right? So I hope you can understand this now. Right? Now let's see how to obtain the nth term. Right? Now by looking at this, right, you can write the first term of the so normally we are saying this is your first term. Right? First term. Why we are saying first term? Why we are saying first term? Because this is your first term of the number pattern and it represented by this first term. And this is second term. This is how we are going to write the second term as well. Right? Second term. Right? Second term. Right? And this is your third term. This is your third term. This is your third term. That is your fourth term. Right? That is your fourth term. Right. If you want to obtain 10th term, right? If you want to obtain the 10th term, how you are going to write this expression? Please put into the chat. Chat. If you want to obtain a 10th term by looking at this, right? Send me the answer to the chat. I want this in this form. Right? If you want to obtain a 10th term by looking at this pattern. Yes. Uday, no need to type multiply, you can put x. Yes, super. Anyway. If you want to obtain the 10th term by looking at the pattern, how you are going to obtain the 10th term? Yes. Yes. Yeah. Right? Okay, I will explain now. Right. Again, I will explain. If you want to obtain the first term, 3 times 1 plus 5. If you want to obtain the second term, 3 times 2 plus 5. Second term. Third term, 3. 3 times 3 plus 5. Fourth term, 3 times 4 plus 5. Right? If you want to obtain the 10th term, you have to substitute 10 here. 3 times 10 plus 5. If you want to obtain the 21st term, I will write it here. How you are going to obtain? Send it to the chat. Send it to the chat. If you want to obtain the 21st term, please write this to. If you want to obtain the 21st term, nice. Yes. You have to catch a small pattern, na? You have to catch a small pattern. There is a pattern that you need to understand. Right with it. Near. Kaudu Nishini, Sharon, Susandi, and Kaudu Ashwan. All clear. ඔයාලා මට එවන්න නැති හින්දා මම මේ අහන්නේ උත්තර. And Nisal, Didula. All right, okay. Today, if you have any questions, you can ask. Right? Doesn't matter. Right. So if you want to obtain the 21st term, right, by looking at this pattern, right, you can fill the gap, right? 3 times 4, fourth term, fourth term. 3 times 4 plus 5. So 3 times 21 plus 5. 3 times 21 plus 5, right? This is your 21st term. Now, can you tell me how you are going to find nth term? Nth term. That is your general term. That is your general term. How you are going to find your nth term? 3 times n plus 5. Yes. 3 times simple n plus 5. 3 times simple n means 3n plus 5. Nth term is tn. So, this is your general term of this number pattern. Find the general term inside bracket tn of the number pattern 8, 11, this blah blah blah. The general term of that number pattern is this. Right? Very easy. Whatever easy, right? You can understand this very clearly. Okay. Let's do some 2-3 examples so that you can understand this very clearly. Yeah. Make one. Uday, up to this point, did you get up to this point? All clear? Right? If you got it, you can say why. Right? If you have question, you can ask. Put it in the chat. Please put the why into the chat. Okay. All clear? Nice. Okay. 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 Right. Super. So this is the way that you are going to obtain the general term. Right? Okay. Now you can do the example number 2 with me. Right? Example number 2 with me. Right? So I will write it. Same thing. Right? Same thing. No need to write these things each and every time. Right? So I will clear the board first. Right? I will clear the board first. Now you are going to do the example number 2 with me. Right? Example number 2 with me. Right? So example number 2 is find the general term Tn of the number pattern. Right? 8, 19, 30 and 41. Right? Now I am asking questions and I am explaining. Right? Now I am asking questions and I am explaining. Na? Mame questions I am going to explain. Right? So that you are going to do the question with me. Right? So that you are going to do the question with me. Right? Okay. Find the general term Tn of the number pattern 8, 19, 30, 41. Right? First of all, you need to find the common difference. Right? Common difference. How we are going to find the common difference? Any term except first term. So I will take 30 for now. Minus, what is the previous term? 9. Okay, super. Here you have to put 90. So get the subtraction. 30 minus 90. It is 11, right? Okay. The common difference is 11. Okay, Puti. Do this. Write this. Tanggalia. Tanggalia. This is the first step that you need to do if you want to find the general term of a particular number pattern. Right? Right. Now the common difference is 11. If the common difference is 11, I can write multiples of 11. Right? So starting from 11, right? So how many terms are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 terms. So I have 11 here. So I will write 11. The next one, 11 times 2, 22. 11 times 3, 33. 11 times 4, 44. Right? 11 times 4, 44. Right? 11 times 1, 11. 11 times 2, 22. 11 times 3, 33. 11 times 4, 44. Come on, blah, blah, blah. Right? Now this is multiples of 11. Right? Please write this. Again. Now under this one, what you have to write? Under this one, what you have to write? Your number pattern. 8, 19, 30, 41. Right? This is multiples of 11 and this is the number pattern that they have given. This is the number pattern that they have given. Right? Now, Buddha, by comparing this multiples of 11 and 8, right? By comparing multiples of 11 and 8, right? So 11 and 8, how we are going to obtain 8 by using 11? How we are going to obtain 8 by using 11? Can anyone tell me? Now this is somewhat different. This is somewhat different. Can anyone tell me? By using 11, how we are going to obtain 8?
Subtracting 3.
Subtracting 3.
Super. Subtract 3 from 11. So that you can obtain 8. Right? Right. So okay, now I will give you an easy way to do this one. Right? I will give you an easy way. Right? So first of all, this is your 8. Now you are going to obtain 8. Right? Like this. Right? So if you subtract 3 from 11, you can obtain 8. Right? (11 minus 3). Right? No. Your first term is 8. Right? Your first term is 8. You are going to obtain this 8 by using your multiples of 11, which is 11 minus 3. Right? So how we are going to write this 11 in a different way? How we are going to write this 11 in a different way? 11 times 1.
1.
Yes. 11 times 1 minus 3. Right? Now what is the second term of the number pattern? That they have given? 90. Right? Second term is 90. Right? Okay. What is the corresponding term of the multiples of 11? 19 is the second term. Second term of the multiples of 11, 22. Again, 22. If we subtract 3, we can obtain 19. 20 minus 3, 19. 22 minus 3, 19. So how we are going to write the 22 by using multiples of 11? 11 times 2 minus 3. Right? Now can you understand the pattern? Right? 88, 90. The next term, 30. Right? 30. How you can obtain 30? By using corresponding term 33. 33 minus 3. Right? So how you can write this 33 by using multiples of 11? 11 times 3 minus 3. Right? Now you have 41. Here you have to obtain 41 by using 44, which is your multiples of 11. So 44 minus 3, you can obtain 41. Very nice. Right? Sorry, 11 times 4. 11 times 4 minus 3. Right? So, Buddha, this is the way. Right? If you want to obtain, right? So this is your first term. This is your first term. This is your second term. This is your third term. This is your fourth term. If you want to obtain 10th term, how you are going to obtain 10th term? Right? How you are going to obtain 10th term? 11 times 10 minus 3. Right? If you want to obtain 70 first term, how you are going to obtain? So you cannot fill this part and this part. You cannot fill here because you do not know it. So you can fill this, right? You can fill this one. Right? How we are going to obtain 71st term? 11 multiplied by 71 minus 3. If you want to obtain nth term, how we are going to write? 11 into n minus 3. What is called nth term? What is called nth term? Nth term में क्या हुआ था? The general term, that is Tn. So Buddha, you can write the Tn, right, as this, right? So you can simplify this. 11 times n means 11n minus 3, right? Tn equals 11n minus 3, right? 11n minus 3, right? Right? Nothing more than this, Buddha, right? But you put name. Very few to understand. Small things to understand. Right? Right, Uday? Did you understand this one? This method? Find the common difference. Right? Then, if the common difference is 11, write down the multiples of 11. Right? Then, under that, write down the number pattern that you have been given, like this. Then, try to obtain each and every term that you have given, like this. First term 8, second term 90, third term 30, fourth term 41. By using your multiples of 11, right? You have to add or subtract. Add or subtract, right? Here you have subtract 3. Then you can obtain 11 times 1 minus 3. 11 times 2 minus 3. Blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay, Budhi. Okay. Shall we do the example number 3? We can do the example number 3 here. I will share the screen. I want to see who finishes first. You can send me the TN. Example number 3 in page number 8. Example number 3 in page number 8. Do it fast. Right? And send me the answer for TN. Wow. DN has sent me the answer. Nice. මේක පුතේ මෙච්චර ලියන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Right? In the first step you can obtain the answer දඩස් ගාලා හරි. ඒක පට්ට easy හොඳේ. නියමයි. First place for A, second Sanugi, third Anugi, Sheran fourth. Nice. Great. So you guys are superb. Right? When you are writing the first term, you can identify, this is the thing that I have to do. Okay. Fifth, Didula. Sixth, Proshenka. Seventh, Nisni. Nice. Nearby. So I hope I have explained it clearly, right? මම ඒක හරියට හොඳට ඔයාලට දැනෙන විදිහට පාඩ් කියලා දුන්නා කියලා හිතන්න. Right? Super. නියමයි. Great. පුතේ, තාම තේරුම් නැති කට්ටිය ඉන්නවද මේක? Okay, Mithul is sending me another different one. I will give you another 30 seconds to complete others. Sample number. Mithul, can you please check your answer? Uday. Okay, Uday. Now time is up. I am going to the board and I will explain this. Or make explain karana. Right. Make a patta easy. Correct. You have to follow the same way. Right? You have to follow the same way, right? When you are writing the first term, you can send me the TA, right? You can identify the general term, right? Okay. So I will clear this part as well. No need to actually do these things much more. Example number 3. Page number 8. Find the general term of the number pattern 7, 13, 19, 25, blah blah. Common difference. I will choose 13. 13 minus 7. The difference is 6. Common difference is 6. Okay, super. So I can write multiples of 6. What are the multiples of 6? Starting from 6. 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4, 24. I have 4 terms. That is enough. Right? So I am going to obtain 7. That is my first term. I am going to obtain my first term. Right? I am going to obtain my first term. Right? My first term is 7 in the number pattern 7. So I will write my second term as well so that you can understand. Second term is 30. Third term is 19. Okay. Fourth term 25. Fourth term 25. So equal mark, equal mark, equal mark, equal mark. Right. So by looking at 6, how you are going to obtain 7? Right? By looking at 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 6 plus, sorry, 6. Yes, 6 plus 1, 7. How you are going to write this in another way? Because multiples of 6. 6 times 1 plus 1. Right? 6 times 1 plus 1. This is enough, Puti. Make it to write down the general term. Right? If you got the pattern correctly, make 6 times 1. That means instead of 1, you can substitute n. Right? 6n plus 1. Done. Your general term is done. 6n plus 1. Even no need to write these things, blah blah blah. Alright, there are. Understood? Mean 30. How we are going to obtain 30? By looking at this. 12 plus 130. 12 plus 130 means 12 plus 130. How you are going to write 12? 6 times 2 plus 1. Right? 6 times 2 plus 1. 10, right? 6 times 2 plus 1. Right? Okay? By looking at this, you can give me the answer for the generator. Right? 6n plus 1 generator. Right? No need to fill this one. So I can write my generator Tm equals 6 here n 6n plus 1. Done. Yeah. Right? If you want, I can fill this. Right? So here you have 19, 19. Third term. Third term 80. Right? 18 plus 1, 19. 6 times 3 plus 1. Then 25. Fourth term 24. 24 plus 1. 6 times 4 plus 1. Right? So if you want to find nth term, it would පුතේ මේක ලියන්න ඕන අනිවාර්යයෙන්. nth term, nth term. Nth term can be obtained 6 times n plus 1. So it is called 6n plus 1. Nth term is called this. Tn equals 6n plus 1. Right? So Buddha, you need to definitely write this one. මේක අනිවාර්යෙන් ලියන්න. It is a must. Right? You need to definitely write this step. How to find the nth term. Right? This step is a must. Alright? Don't forget that. Right. Do example number 4. Do example number 4 and send me the general term. Okay, Vidusha send me the answer. Vidusha first. Sharan second. Super. I am having two different answers. It is somewhat different. Example number 4 is somewhat different. So you need to be very careful. I am having a problem with your answers, guys. You must be very careful. Dinesh, yes, super. Yeah. Yes. I think it is not the same way. Right? It is not the same way, but it is different. Right? It is different. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Is it confusing? Try it. Try करा. Until I clear the word, right. Right. Okay. Right, Mudi. Now look at the board. Now don't do anything. Huh? Both करने बाद. Don't do anything. Right? Don't do anything. Now look at the board. This is example number 4. Find the general term Tn of the number pattern 11852, comma blah blah blah. Right? First, find the common difference. First, find the common difference. How we are going to find the common difference? You have to choose any term except first term 11. Right? You cannot choose that. So I will choose 5. I will choose 5. What is the previous term? 8. So I have to get the subtraction. 5 minus 8. 5 minus 8. So how we are going to get the answer? Right? Two different signs, positive 5 and negative 8. Forget the signs. You have 5 and 8. Who is the big brother? 8 is the big brother. Get the subtraction. 8 minus 5. 3. How we are going to decide the sign of 3? Who is the big brother? 8 is the big brother.
Minus.
Yes. What is the sign? Negative. So this is negative 3. Very interesting. What? Common difference is minus 3. Adi. Very easy. If you have minus 3, how we are going to write the multiples of minus 3? Same thing. You know multiples of 3, right? You know multiples of 3, right? So multiples of 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12. No. If this is minus, 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 minus. Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12. Right? Minus 3, minus 6, minus 9, minus 12. What are the terms of your number pad? 11, 8, 5, 2. Right? So by using minus 3, you are going to obtain 11. By using minus 6, you are going to obtain 8. By using minus 9, you are going to obtain 5. By using minus 12, you are going to obtain 2. Right? So your first term of the number pattern is 11. Second term of the number pattern is 8. Right? Third term of the number pattern is 5. Man, don't tabalize these two. This is what you are writing. Right? This number pattern is the thing that they have given. So it is this. Right? So the fourth term is 2. Right? Don't tabalize them between these two. Don't tabalize. Right? So by using minus 3, how we are going to obtain 11? How we are going to obtain 11? Right?
By adding 14.
Yes. Right? How can you obtain 11? Right? By using minus 3. That is the case. So you have to add 14 to minus 3. You have to add 14 to minus 3. How we are going to obtain that? So very basically you can understand, right? The thing that you are going to add is, right? If you forget this sign, minus 3, neither 3 and 11. If I add them 14, right? 14 minus 3, 11. Here you have negative 6. For a moment, forget this negative sign. Now you have 6 neither. 8 plus 6. 14, right? Okay. 14 minus 6, 8. Correct? So that is how you are going to obtain the difference. Or else you can do this. Previously, we subtract this term and this term. 11 minus minus 3. Right? 11 minus minus 3. Right? Minus into minus. Positive. Here you have 3. Here you have 11. 14. So 14 should be added to minus 3. 14 should be added to minus 3 in order to get 11. Right? Very easy. Right? So like that you have to obtain this. So the 11 can be obtained, right, by using minus 3. Right? Minus 3 plus 40 equals 11. Right? Minus 3 can be written down as minus 3 times 1 plus 40. Right? Here you have 8. Second term. Corresponding term is minus 6. Right? Minus 6 plus 40. Minus 6 plus 40 plus 8. Minus 6 can be written down as minus 3 into 2 plus 40. Right? Likewise, you can write all the things. Then make 5. Right? So 5 minus 9. Corresponding value is minus 9. Minus 9 plus 40 equals minus 9 can be written down as minus 3 plus 3 into 3 plus 40. Right? 2 corresponding term is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 40. It can be written down as minus 3 into 4. Means minus 12 plus 40. How we are going to write the n term? How we are going to write the n term by looking at this like this. Here you have minus 3. This is the number that you are going to differ 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to find n term, you have to substitute n plus 40. So n term is this. N term is Tn. This is your general term. You can write it as 3n plus 40. Did you understand? Okay, superb. Right. Near. Okay, do the example now. Sorry, that is not example number 3. That is example number 5. Page 9, example number 5. Okay, it is this one. Make. This is not 3. This is 5. Example number 5, do this. 17, 12, 7, 2. Right? 17, 12, 7, 2. Same steps that you have to follow. Same steps. I want to see who finishes R. Nice. DN has sent me the answer. Okay, next one, sign up. Sign up is missing N, simple N. Okay, that's all. Okay. Second place for sign up. Super. Nearby. උදේ බඩගිනි නම් පොඩ අම්මලට කියලා කවා ගන්න උදේ. That doesn't matter. Okay, අනුගේ නියමයි. Yes, Nisni. Yes, yeah. I will give you another 30 seconds to complete Puti. Alright. Well, හොඳයි. Yes, sir. Yes. Anyway, another 10 seconds remaining. 10 seconds remaining. 5. Okay, time's up. Now we look at the board. Focus on the board. Focus on the board. Right. I'll clear the board. Now, if you catch the pattern, this is nothing. Harid. Make a vatta lazy. If you catch the pattern, this is nothing. Right. So, example number 5, right? Yes, Sidhush, yes. Example number 5, page number 9, right? Find the general term of the number pattern 17, 12, 7, 2, right? Find the common difference. So, I will choose 12, 12 minus 17. Now, focus on the board. Focus on the board. Don't do anything, right? Right? 12 minus 17. So, big brother is 17. 17 minus 12 is 5. Right? The sign of 17 is negative. So, this is negative. So, Uda, you have to use multiples of 5, 10, 15 and 20. Right? Comma. This is negative. Right? So, negative. Negative 5, negative 10, negative 15, negative 20. So, what are our terms? 17, 12, 7 and 2, right? So the small tip that you are going to use is, right? So here you have 7 and here you have 5, 17 and here you have 5, that is negative 5. So you can obtain the uh, rest that you need to add or subtract like this: 17 minus 5, 17 minus 5. You are going to subtract this minus 5 from this 17. 17 minus 5. So you can get the number that you are going to add. Right? Minus plus 17. Here you have 5. So 17 plus 5. Right? It is 22. Okay. So first term of our number pattern 17. Second term of our number pattern 12. Third term 7. Fourth term 2. Right? Now we are going to obtain 17 by using negative 5. Right? By using negative 5. Negative 5 plus 22. This is what we have obtained. Negative 5 plus 22. We have 17. Right? Now negative 5 can be written as multiples of 5. Negative 5 times 1 plus 22. Now Uda, by looking at this, you can write down the TN. Very easy. Patta AC. Right. 12. Right. What is the corresponding term? Negative 10. Negative 10 plus 22. Same thing. You will get 12. Right. So negative 10 can be written down as negative 5 times 2 plus 22, right? 7 corresponding term negative 15. Negative 15 plus 22. This can be written down as negative 5 times 3 plus 22. Right? Here you have 2 and here you have negative 20. Negative 20 plus 22. Right? This can be written down as negative 5 into 4 plus 22. Right? So by looking at that, you can directly write down the nth term. Very important. Right? So here you have negative 5. Here you have 4, 3, 2, 1. First term, first. Second term, 2. Third term, 3. Fourth term, 4. Nth term, n plus 22. Right? So your Tn is that minus 5n plus 22. Right? This is it. You know how to do that now. Right. Okay, Uday. So there is a small part to do, but we are going to continue the speed revision session for now. Right? I will stop the theory part here. Now we are going to do a speed revision. And now take the second book and be prepared with speed revision. Right? So last week we couldn't do that.